My thanks to HotClick Marketing, who are specialists in online marketing. See the number and the website on the advert. Thanks for your continued support.
So Uwe, you're looking well. Obviously your season's finished in Germany. How's it been for you?
I think it was a great experience, unique experience. Obviously, arriving after 16 years back in the Bundesliga, first job in the Bundesliga, very tempting for me to go there. Then starting well off, and then the Corona came, and unique situation for all of us. How we came out of this, how we dealt with it, and then finishing the season off without supporters. I mean, a lot of things happened what nobody could predict.
You probably more than most players that I've ever come across thrived on playing in front of a crowd, didn't you? How's it been being managing without a crowd there?
Yeah, very difficult. I mean, especially for the teams in the bottom half of the table. So I inherited a team who was bottom in the league. So we have normally average attendance in the home games from 40 plus thousand. So we are relying on our support. We're relying on our ultras. We are relying on the unique atmosphere in the arena. And obviously taking that away didn't help the teams from the bottom half of the table.
How's it been for you watching from afar? Do you get a chance to watch City a lot, or are you so focused on your job, which I would imagine you are, that perhaps you don't analyse them in the same depth you once did?
In 2020, first half of 2020, obviously was not much football to watch. So then obviously Germany, we were the first country going back to half normality, I would call it, back to training in groups, back to playing, finishing the season off, and obviously now being on holiday, obviously now I have the time to watch the games now and then. But for me, like you started the conversation off, it's not the same watching Premier League without supporters, that's for sure.
What have you made of City then? Obviously they've swept some teams aside, but they've also gone out of the FA Cup now.
I think first and foremost, I think we have to congratulate Liverpool Football Club, because I think they have and even that is sometimes hard, but I think we have to, because we are sports people. We're driving on fairness. I think they had an extraordinary season. How they went from strength to strength, from win to win, unbelievable. Also the distance they put to Manchester City and to all other teams was amazing from their side. And obviously now Manchester City finished second. I think that's the best we could hope in that year. I think you could clearly see that the team in some areas now need to be rebuilt, reinvest, and obviously the verdict of CAS really helped us to do that now with the money from the Champions League. Also with the restriction lifted on financial fair play. I really hope that we are now enter in a new excited time for us going forward with a new team.
Do you feel City have a rebuilding job to do then?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was one of the really positive after the restart was obviously Phil Foden, how he exploit into the first team, and not only play it. I think he really contribute with performances and also with goals and assists. And it's really nice to see one of us make it to the top now. In a club like Manchester City is really difficult for their own to coming right to the top. I think in certain areas in defense, I think there need to be people coming to the team. I think also center midfield, David Silva, probably the best player ever, will leave the football club, unfortunately. So there need to be some new investment to be done. And I think also Sergio is absolutely important player over the years, probably the best goal scorer we ever had. He's not getting younger, and I think there must be a replacement also lined up for the future.
I bet you'd have loved to have been on the end of some of David Silva's passes, wouldn't you?
I mean, in general, I mean, the football has been breathtaking, and I'm really happy and proud that Pep always stick to his guns and stick to his philosophy, and I think finish second this season is still an achievement. I think the English Premier League is the toughest league in the world, and finish second, qualifying for the Champions League again, winning already one silverware this year, still have a chance with the Champions League. I think the season can still be great in the end.
You probably know more about Bayern Munich than we do, because obviously they're playing over in the country where you work these days. But there's also Barcelona, there's also Real Madrid, of course, the second leg. There's great teams still in the Champions League. In England, we're saying that City are the favourites. Is that how you see it from where you stand?
I only can say we played Bayern Munich with Düsseldorf, and I have to say that was I never been outplayed as a coach like I did in that game. I think the level of performance, the level of individual quality, the level of team quality, the level of pace, unbelievable. I think Bayern Munich after the restart has been phenomenal. I think they're having now also a little short break and have a little time to refocus, rebuild, and I think they will go fresh in that tournament, really fresh, and I think they're definitely one of the favorites.
But City is still in there, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely, and I think there's also an opportunity there. I think you, under those circumstances now, playing a tournament to finish in the Champions League off, you never know what happened. It's never happened before. You never know how certain teams and certain players will react. But I can say, from my point of view, Bayern Munich is a big favorite to win it.